we are back with another MLB 15 The Show simulation. Today, we have the New York Mets going against the Kansas City Royals, again, obviously, because the World Series is the last simulation they'll be doing for the year for baseball. We have Noah Syndergaard on the mound tonight, going up against Yolando Ventura. I hope I said that right, but today the pitchers will be batting. So this is going to be a little bit of a different scenario in this game because they don't have the DH. Can the Mets somehow find a way to come back with the home field advantage in this? We'll see, as this game will be on Fox and it'll be at Citi Field. And here we go. Noah Syndergaard, you see the stats, and Ventura stats. If you get to Ventura early, you have a chance. Very good chance. This is going to be a good game. I feel like this is going to be a good game. If the Mets win, I have some hope they could possibly win. But if they don't, I really don't have much hope. I mean, they can possibly, but I don't think so. What happened here? Okay.
It was the hardest ticket to get in these parts in ages, and the folks that are packed into this place are making an impact already. It's Game 3 of the World Series.
They have the right game, it just doesn't say it right on the thing. It's not tied either, 5-5, which is impossible. You gotta fix that. Like, in the commentary they said Game 3, they said it correctly.
With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Yeah, and I think both of these teams would say, look, it doesn't even matter looking back at this point.
Here are some stats, DeGrom and Cespedes, but again, these were during the regular season. These are different. They're not players to watch. DeGrom is lost his gas in playoffs, and Cespedes hasn't been hitting at all. David Wright needs to start hitting too if he wants to make it big and known. As here we have Ventura, and here now we have Syndergaard warming up in the bullpen just before the game, and yeah. Fall Classic. There's Juan Uribe, he looks psyched. I'm sure people heard about the story or were watching when Cespedes' name was called and he didn't come out because he was in the bathroom. Yeah, that makes sense. He was in the bathroom. People paying their respects to the country by either putting their hand over their heart or behind their back. Anyway, besides that point. Beautiful night here at Citi Field. Doesn't look like a chance of rain possible. Here we go. The crowd goes crazy after he announces the New York Mets. The only way the Mets can possibly feel good about this game is if they don't give up any runs in the first and possibly get some runs in the fourth. But I'm not even just to the first. I would love to get a big spot up, but in this Royals team, if you have a one-run lead, that's probably not enough. You need a lot more than that. If you have in the double digits, you may not even still feel confident about going against this Royals team. And here's starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. We have basically everyone that you've been seeing. Good. Now you see their averages. And here's Noah Syndergaard's stats in postseason. He's 1-0, which doesn't make any sense. The stats, I feel like those stats are a little bit off. I really do. Because I know he lost the game. So those stats are a little bit off. But besides that point of the stats being a little bit off, Noah Syndergaard looked pretty damn good in the games he played. And here's the defensive lineup. Cespedes has to play better in center. He can't just be like, yeah, he's even saying it. At one play that went off my foot, and nah, I can't let that happen again. Gotta be ready even for the first pitch of the game. What happened was he probably wasn't ready and couldn't get there in time. But he tried to make up for it with his speed, but couldn't do it. But here's Ben Zobrist leading off the Kansas City Royals, and we will begin. And that's not a good start. This is not a good start at all after they give up a run and a 2-run homer. This is a horrible start for the New York Mets. And the Kansas City Royals, of all things, put a 2 spot on the board. But the Mets may look to try and put some offense, and they already have. And they score 2-run homers, still no outs. The Mets have made up for their defensive errors. And there's another base hit, but that won't matter. So the Mets give up 3 runs in the first, but they get them back, +1. And the Mets get out of it. A little jam they may have had if that guy kept the inning alive. But then the Mets go 1-2-3. The Royals get a double play, and the inning is over. The Mets with another extra base hit on the night. And they couldn't capitalize after that extra base hit. But there's an error, and the Royals do get aboard with 1 out, and there's a base hit. The Royals may have a chance. No, they cannot capitalize. And the Mets start off with a leadoff extra base hit, and they score another run. They get an extra lead run. It is now 5-3. And the Royals didn't get anything done, and the Mets again with some hits, and they do finally capitalize with at least run, but that's all they can get. And then Kansas City responds with a solo homer. It's now 7-4. Sorry about moving my mic there for a second. My father just came in the room, and they cannot capitalize on a chance they had after a single. And the Mets get another extra base hit. And a 2-run homer from Daniel Murphy. It is now 9-4. See, this is the kind of game, if the Mets want to win tonight, they would have to have. And the Mets, again, 10-4. And again, 11-4. But that's all they can capitalize. That's a 4-run 6th inning. The 4th and the 1st were big. But Kansas City responds with another run. And they get another run. It's now 11-6, but that's all they can get in the 7th inning. And the Mets, Curtis Granderson responds with a solo homer and another extra base hit and grounder and a base hit and a 3-run homer. 22 hits is a little bit unreal. 15-6. This score is a little bit unrealistic for me. I'm sorry. Even I can't even say that with a straight face. And the Royals, after I think it was a hit, try to capitalize, and they did get a hit, but they can't capitalize. And the Mets go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th, and here it is. If the Mets can get out of this, they win. Double play. There's a base hit for them to keep it alive, a walk to keep it alive, but that's it. The game is over. The New York Mets have beat the Kansas City Royals 15-6 with 22 hits and 1 error. Kansas City Royals have 6 runs, 12 hits. They had 12 homers. Jesus, had no errors. Although Kansas City did score first, the Mets haven't looked back because they capitalized with 4 runs in the first, and they had the lead ever since. What do you mean you don't hear why? Alright, I'm sorry about that. Thank you all for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with another video tomorrow for tomorrow's Game 4, and it could be the elimination game, the series live. An exciting game like this tonight, the 7th, that they put a 4 spot on the board. Way of life. And